Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the atmospheric of our world around us, and today we will discuss a book which was initially published by Osprey, and it has a title Warrior of Carthage, 264 BC to 146 BC, so till the end of the Carthage existence, the state of Carthage. And this book was, of course, published within one of my favorite series, Osprey series, entitled Warrior, Men at Arms. And I really like it because Mr. Nick Fields, who wrote the text for this book, did quite a good job, and I can only find several minor inconsistencies in this book. For instance, he is claiming, of course, we know that the traditional date of establishment of Carthage is 814 BC, but the oldest traces of the temple on the hill Birsa, on which Carthage was established, is dated on about for 725 BC. So there is no problem between traditional date and this date from archaeology, because before in first group of settlers from Tyre who established Carthage were able to build a community big enough to rise solid temple in stone and have some time to build a city which would be able to have such temples. They needed some time, and population also needed time to grow, and they had to survive also first difficult period of the settlement establishment, uh, fight for the boundaries of this establishment with local tribes, and build first settlements and take care of their daily needs. So it's normal that 2-3 generations had to pass before the population was settled well enough and numerous enough to build a solid foundation for the temple, whose remains archaeologists found. But the book itself is written very well, and the armor and the way of fighting and ethnic diversity of Carthaginian army is presented in this book very well, because we know that after some disastrous defeats they experienced from Greeks defeats, the Greek warriors, thanks to Greek warfare inflicted to them, Carthaginians decided that only commanders and the seemingly crews of the fleet and city militias will be comprised of ethnic Carthaginians, but the state was rich enough to rely on mercenaries. And we know that ancient Mediterranean world and its surroundings were full of nations and tribes that were able to deliver many mercenaries. Balearian people, great slingers, Greeks, great archers, Celtic people, great infantry warriors, Numidian people, great riders, Libyans, also very good infantry fighters. So ancient war was full of potential mercenaries, and this book discusses briefly all of these aspects, and also aspects of diet of the average soldier. Taking into account that Mr. Nick Fields, before he started his historical writing, was a educated biochemist, also gives some value to his books. He just writes something about the diet of the soldier and about the bread they were baking without the yeast, and how it looked like, how it was eaten, and these descriptions are very realistic. That is why Carthaginian Warrior by Osprey, it's a very good brochure to read. All the best, have a nice day, bye.